The purpose of this video is to remind you to love yourself, is to remind you to embrace the body shape that you're in, is to remind you to stop body shaming and be who you are. Love yourself, drink your medication, and stay healthy. I love you. Enjoy the video. Hey lovers, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bubbly Winnie and welcome to the Positive Fam, where we're all about positivity. If you're new here, welcome, and please hit the subscribe button below so that you become part of the family. If you're a returning subscriber and OG, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. Please, if you do like the video, please hit the like button down there. Share the video. Please comment down below. Also, I like hearing from you guys, and I like reading your comments and whatever, and please do engage with me. So on today's video, I'm going to be talking about lipodystrophy, which is like a condition which is also like a side effect of the ARVs or the medication. So lipodystrophy is a condition that I do have, or let me say I had it, but basically this video is going to be on how lipodystrophy kind of nearly killed my confidence. It's how lipodystrophy affected me, like confidence wise, self-esteem wise, how my self-image, how I looked at myself after that. And yeah, so without further ado, without me blabbering all about it, let's get into the video. So yeah, lipodystrophy is, I don't know if I should call it condition or but it's a lipodystrophy syndrome. I don't know what's the difference between a syndrome and a condition, so it is let me just call it a condition. It is a condition whereby there is a substantial weight loss or gain in your body, where like it can be like lower body or upper body. So this is when like your body because this is how your body makes, or this is how your body uses, or how your body stores fat, right? So lipodystrophy is a condition whereby you would gain, for example, you would gain belly, tummy fat, you would lose fat, you would lose fat here or here. That's what lipodystrophy is. So lipodystrophy is a result of medication. It's a side effect of taking ARVs. So when I started, not when I started my medication, but when because I once in my life I like defaulted from medication, and I stopped taking medication for like a year, if I'm not mistaken. And then in grade 4 I got back into medication, and that's when I started taking stavudine, which is a type of medication which is included in the ARVs. Those who do take ARVs know what I'm talking about, stavudine. But if you're new in treatment, then it's no longer there, because it's out now, because the Department of Health took it out because of what it was doing to people. So I was taking stavudine, I was taking ephedrins, I was taking, I don't remember the third one, but I was taking stavudine, I was taking ephedrins, and the lamivudine. Yeah, I was taking lamivudine, ephedrins, and I was taking lamivudine, ephedrins, and stavudine, right? It was like 3. So I was taking 3 pills in the morning and 3 pills at night, right? So what happened was, when I started taking the medication, which was in grade 4, I gained fat. Yeah, like I gained boobs, breasts. Like they started growing rapidly. Like in grade 4, I started like growing these babies over here. So that's why like they're a bit bigger, like they're huge. So I started gaining that, and then I went to the hospital and told them about that I'm starting to gain like breasts now. I'm starting to get like breasts, and they're growing like abnormally. So like, when you start getting into your puberty stage, you do get breasts as a girl, but like mine were growing like they were out of control. So I went to the doctor and told the doctor that what is happening to me, and then the doctor did some tests, and it was like the problem is one of the medication I'm taking, which is stavudine, which is causing lipodystrophy, which in my case, instead of losing fat or gaining fat on my stomach, or having a bump or hump here, because other people do have a hump here at the back, and other people do get belly fat when they start taking the medication. Other people do lose fat, right, and also on their cheeks. But in my case, I gained breasts, like they grew, like from there they grew, and then the doctor cut me from taking stavudine, because it was the one causing it. It was one of the side effects of stavudine. So yeah, it did kill my confidence. It did kill my confidence. Imagine a grade 4 child, a grade 4 learner, starting to like grow breasts like crazy. But like as us blacks, they would like sweep my breast and thinking that they would maybe go back, but they didn't. They instead, like, they grew so rapidly. It was so it wasn't traumatizing. Traumatizing is not the proper word, but it was so, I didn't like myself. I didn't like looking at the mirror. I didn't like taking the medication. I felt like taking the medication is like ruining myself and my body, because I didn't like myself, and it's so painful. Like it took a lot to regain the confidence that I have, because being a child, like being a young little girl, I used to have this massive confidence. I used to like be crazy, and I would dance in front of my family and whatever. I would run and be like childish, do child stuff and fun stuff. But when I started growing breasts, it would be difficult for me to run. It would be difficult for me to play with other kids, to be around people, because I would feel like they're looking at me at all times. And it was so sad. It was so sad. It was so hurtful for me. And then it started, like, even though I stopped the medication, like my boobs like continued to grow, and they grew and they grew and they grew up until to this. I don't think they're growing. Like they continue to grow now. I don't know. Maybe if I do gain weight, they will also grow bigger. I don't know. But what happened was, I grew breasts, and like my lower part of the body, nothing happened. So it was like unfair redistribution of the fat, if I can call it that, because my lower part of the body is so tiny, while my upper part of the body is very huge. Like, I would get nasty comments while walking down. I'm being so emotional right now, but because it hurts, I would get silly comments, when I pass by a group of guys, or a group of people, or a group of older people. Even now it does happen, but I've learned to deal with it. I've learned to embrace my body, embrace myself, because I believe that everything that happens for a reason. I believe that God did this for a reason, I guess. I believe everything in me is put to place. It's put in place. Like, I'm like perfectly made. I'm a masterpiece, But it took a lot from me. It took a lot. It took a lot. I would wear baggy t-shirts. I would not wanna be around people, because I would feel like they're looking at me at all times. I remember I would like isn't it like their bras, and I would like try to press it inside my school uniform. Like, I wanted to be like a normal person. I wanted to be like a normal little girl, and I didn't. I couldn't run like athletics and stuff. I felt so insecure about my body. I still do, but now it has like, it's better now because I understand. I don't know, maybe because I'm growing, I do understand that, okay, it is what it is, girl, and it is what it is. You just have to live with it, and yeah. So it took a very toll on me. Like, it killed my confidence, like proper killed my confidence. I didn't think guys would look at me the same. Like, I would look half adult, half child, you'd say, because like the upper half of my body would be adult and the lower part of my body would be like a child. It was so hurtful, and for the longest time I didn't talk to people about this. I avoided the conversation about my body and whatever, because it would hurt, it would sting so much. It does hurt when I talk about it now, because of how far I've come to be where I am today. Now I can wear like a tight dress like this and not feel like, oh, they're looking at me and whatever. Though it's still so difficult to wear a swimsuit. Like, I would never wear a swimsuit. I don't know how, like, I can't wear a swimsuit. I'm so insecure in my body. I'm not a lot, but I am still insecure in my body. Like, wearing a swimsuit, it reveals everything, but I'm getting there. So lipodystrophy really nearly destroyed me, and it was something that, like, there was nothing more I can do than just stop taking the stavridine, because it was the one that had these side effects. So I had to stop taking stavridine, and that's the only thing that I could do, and yeah, that was the only thing I could do, and that's the thing I did. That was the best I could do, and also be myself, be me, and also try to rebuild my confidence, try to look at the mirror and tell myself that I'm beautiful, and believe it in my heart, and have a different image of myself, and being able to look at myself and tell myself that I'm beautiful would like build on my confidence as well. Yeah, it was pretty hard, but it got better. So that is how lipodystrophy like did me so dirty. That how the medication did me so dirty. I would do like a separate video on like the like side effects of the medication that I'm taking right now, but the medication that I was taking back then, this is one of the things that really had a toll, that really took a toll, it took a lot from me as a little girl. It took a lot from me as a young teenager, and yeah, it really did me dirty. So I'm gonna do a whole separate video whereby I talk about how the medication I'm taking right now has side effects. So what I'm trying to say is, I know that other people who are maybe experience the same thing, who like started taking medication back then, and they did experience the same thing, where they grew belly fat, they lost fat on their cheeks, they started looking so ill, and I guess so many people maybe were afraid of taking ARVs, because you would see that they're taking ARVs because of like their cheeks and their stomach, belly fat, their boobs, their tiny lower part of the body, or sometimes you just grow freaking fat, so people would be scared of taking medication because of that. You know what I'm saying? And even though we do have even though there is education around this virus, but I feel like stigma is always gonna be there. Stigma is still evident, is still there, is still alive, still experience it even today. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm trying to say is each and every medication has its side effects, and other side effects are just like minor side effects, but other side effects are just permanent side effects that are going to be there for the rest of your life, and you're going to look at yourself in the mirror and you're not going to be able to do anything about it. Well, except if I had money for like surgery, I would maybe do surgery, which I don't want to do surgery because I believe in things being because they were meant to be. So I believe in being the way that I am because I was meant to be the way that I am. So I'm not gonna go for surgery or whatever, even if I have like millions and millions of money. I'm not gonna undergo surgery to reduce my breast or anything. I'm gonna embrace myself the way I am. I'm gonna love myself. I'm gonna tell myself that I'm beautiful, even though I get looked at in the streets and people are gonna say crazy things, people are gonna say hurtful things, negative things about me. I'm still gonna look myself in the mirror and say, girl, you beautiful. And because it's the only thing that I can do, I'm the only person that I have, you know what I'm saying? Though I have friends, I have family and whatever, but I'm the only person I'm the only person who can like pick myself up when I'm down, motivate myself, like, oh girl, you know what I'm saying? So looking myself in the mirror, I'm gonna be able to tell myself, girl, you're beautiful. It don't matter what they say, it don't matter what they think, you are still beautiful. And I believe that each and every one of us is beautiful, whether you're HIV positive or you're HIV negative, and whether you do have lipodystrophy or you don't, you're still beautiful. Embrace your beauty and love yourself, and do continue taking your medication because it will make you stronger. It'll make the virus suppressed and you'll be healthier. So do take your medication and be strong. If it does do what it did to me, just talk to your doctor and they would see what they do, you know, whether they will take you out of that medication and give you different type of medication. But yeah, that is my story of how lipodystrophy almost destroyed myself. And if you did enjoy the video, please give it a big huge thumbs up and comment down below if you are taking medication, maybe if you did experience lipodystrophy but in maybe a different way also. Please comment down below. And yeah, please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And if you're an OG, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate. I love you so much. Please stay safe, stay home, love yourself, stay positive, take your medication, and yeah man, just live your life. Until next time, see you in my next one. Bye.